Welcome to your Daily Writing Habit, episode number 948. If you are writing a book or thinking about it, or maybe you've started writing a book, but you need some help getting it done, you are in the right place. Good morning. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I'm your host, Christine Whitmarsh. If you're looking for me online, look for Christine Inc., like that stuff we write with. Each day, I'm sharing with you the writing habits I've learned over my 20 years as a ghostwriter, book coach, and author. I have found that 3 things in particular have a huge impact on your success as an author, and they even have the ability to turn a quote-unquote non-author into a published one. Those 3 things are writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. Here's today's quote. Traditional marketing talks at people. Content marketing talks with them. Doug Kessler. And once again, good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. The other day I saw a tweet from an author talking about how, in her words, contrary to popular belief, even though she has 34,000 followers, that translates to about 10 book sales, max, per month. Which shows me that there is a popular belief among authors that the number of social media followers you have somehow correlates to book sales. Which also shows me, and this is something I've noticed for a while, that authors, especially indie ones, are putting a whole lot of stock in their social media presence, possibly at the expense of the rest of their marketing. And no, I'm not talking about paid ads or other paid services specifically. I'm talking about other content you can and should be regularly creating to keep the conversation going about your book or your books, for some of you, and you as their author. And this is not meant to come off as a lecture, but rather an awareness checkpoint of all the awesome opportunities we have and exciting opportunities we have as authors to connect with our readers, which for those of you who have been published and have connected with your readers know, those are super cool moments when that happens. This is your reminder of all the distribution channels outside of social media that are waiting for your story, your content, your message. Especially, and I have to say this, outside of Facebook or outside of advertising, it's really a challenge on Facebook to break out of your network and reach strangers. In other words, if most of your marketing strategy is talking about your book on Facebook, you've most likely sequestered yourself in an echo chamber, saying the same things to the same people over and over. Being candid, most of them have either probably at this point bought your book or they're just never going to because they're not your target audience. So make sure your social media strategy reaches strangers too. For example, Twitter and LinkedIn. And make sure your overall strategy includes things like subscribing to the HARO list. HARO stands for Help a Reporter Out. Huge fan of HARO. It's a great way of reaching an audience way outside your social media zone. Creating a collection of media clippings that you can do that establish you as an expert in something, even if that thing is simply being an author. I'm always seeing HARO queries that want to talk to authors. The other things, have an email newsletter, have a blog, of course, have a website as your home base for all of this. Create long-form content on a regular basis. Make it a habit. Social media has its advantages, but remember that a huge piece of your target audience isn't seeing your content. As I've talked about here recently, part of being an author, being an entrepreneur, is turning yourself as an author into a content machine. And because I'm such a fan of HARO, by the way, so much so that I check the listings, I think you can check up to like 3 times a day. That's how often they hit my inbox. So I usually hit all 3 every day. Huge fan because I've been slowly collecting quite the portfolio of media mentions as a result. So huge fan of HARO. It's a free subscription. I will put the link in today's show notes. Thank you for joining me here on Your Daily Writing Habit, where I am helping you write and finish writing and promote an awesome book. And please drop by my Inc. Authors group on Facebook, the link also in the show notes along with the HARO link. In Inc. Authors, you can get motivation, accountability, book writing, publishing, resources, and more. Until tomorrow, happy writing.